Hi everyone, it's John the Dyslexic Geek here. Today I want to give you guys a tour around my Lego room. It's been about 6 or 7 months since my last tour, so it's about time I showed you what I've been doing. Since my last tour, my Lego collection has somewhat grown. My shelving has expanded. I'm pretty happy with what I've got. But the most significant change is the beginning of my Lego city. I've been mentioning it a few times over the last few months. It is now finished, at least to the point where I'm ready to show it. As like most Lego cities, they are always work in progresses. I'm really excited to show you my Lego city, how I've got it laid out. So yeah, let's take a look around. So starting from the left hand side of my Lego room, I have one of my bookshelves here. This is my Star Wars bookshelf. But unfortunately my Lego city does sort of have to back up onto it. I don't have much space without it, so that is unfortunate. I do have all my Star Wars sets in here, which is pretty cool. This is predominantly my Star Wars shelf. It's a shame that it's blocked in by the Lego table, but there's not really much I can do about that. So moving on top, I've got my Tower of Orthanc, my Lord of the Rings, the Black Gate. Moving on, we've got the Auspicious Dragon, Diagon Alley, which I think looks just fantastic. I love Diagon Alley, it's so good. I've got some of my clone armies there, some of my stormtroopers, slowly building those and getting them put together, so that's pretty cool. A couple of cars that I've had over from years ago. I think I got those in when Shell used to do Lego, when you buy in petrol. So finish round, moving over to end of Diagon Alley. I do of course have Gringotts, which really is awesome. I love Gringotts Bank, it really is good. When you combine it all together, it really does look just quite spectacular. It really is good. And the dragon, yeah, I think the dragon looks just absolutely awesome. Moving down, I have the minecart selection of the Gringotts Bank, which I think works. It's split on 2 levels. That's how I've got it. I think that kind of works. Then we've got the micro scale Hogwarts Castle and Grounds, which looks just fantastic. Really, really good set. I do highly recommend anyone wanting to pick this up. I recommend that you do. It is really good, great fun to build. Then we move down to the Viking Village. I've got the Christmas promo there as well. The Viking Village again, that's an awesome set. Obviously every set in my collection I'd probably recommend, because these are all just my dream Lego sets. They're just fantastic. We have the Eldorado Fortress. Looks really, really good. A bit cramped in there. I wouldn't mind spreading it out and have it as take up one whole shelf space, but where shelf space is precious, I have to have it in this configuration, which kind of works. Then down here, unfortunately, on the floor, I have to have the UCS gunship. I have nowhere else to put it. It is so ginormous, particularly with the wingspan. It's quite an awkward set to display. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put it, but it's fine on the floor. It's not going to get damaged down there, so that'll have to do for now. Then moving down to the bottom shelf of this cabinet, I've got my Christmas sets down there at the moment. They're sort of out the way. I might rotate those out for other sets that come out this year. And I do have the Quinjet in there as well, which looks good. Then moving on to the right hand side, I've got my tumbler and I've got my train set, which I did have assembled, but I don't really have room for it at the moment, so that has to stay down there. And then I have my medieval blacksmith, Winnie the Pooh and Hocus Pocus. All 3 of those, they do look really, I think they actually go well together. I think they look really quite cool. They complement each other, so I quite like that. Then moving up, we have Lord of the Rings brickheads. I have the A-frame cabin, and then the Home Alone set. And on top of this one is just one of my most favourite sets in my entire collection is Rivendell. Just absolutely stunning. I do need to review this at some point. This is just awesome. I love it. It's just such an impressive set. It's so beautiful. The fact that it takes up the whole of the shelf. I knew it was going to be large, but I wasn't quite expecting it to be this large. It really is stunning. The trees are just beautiful, really nice, bright, vibrant. It's a stunning set. So many details. As I say, I will be doing a review on this at some point. Just need to get round to it, but I just love the roof. I found that incredibly fascinating to put together, very satisfying trying to get them all lined up. I think they're pretty much perfect, but that's good. I've got my Disney 100 camera behind there. Again, it's quite an awkward set to display. It's, yeah, there's not really a space for it, but it kind of works there. And I do have the minifigures here for it here. Oh, this F1 car. This is one of my earliest Lego sets. I've had this for nearly 35 years or so. It means a lot to me. I love this little car. A few bits missing, but it's very cool. Then moving around to the right hand side, I do have the Indiana Jones set, Escape from the Lost Tomb. I have my Tranquil Gardens, my Disney villains icons, and then down here a couple of my minifigures from the Disney minifigure collection from a few years ago. So that's cool. Then moving up here, got some of my Harry Potter sets. That looks fine there. Another couple of the Lord of the Rings brickheads. I do have the telephone box. It looks fine there. It looks just fantastic. It's such a bright, vibrant colour. It really does look good. The camera doesn't quite do it justice, but it's a very beautiful red. Then we have the Pac-Man arcade next to Optimus Prime, so that's pretty cool. I found the other day some of my remaining Lego Dimensions minifigures. That's all I've got left. I think I sold it all off years ago. Then moving up to the windowsill, I've got my pirate ships there, so they look good. Pirates of the Caribbean there, and my Barracuda, so that's great. And I finally have a spot for my Concorde. It's taken me a while to find somewhere to put that. It's so big, but I think it works there. Then moving on to my minifigures there, all these are the minifigures from the Avengers Tower, which is quite a significant number. I think there's like 35 or so, maybe a few more. So they're all there, so they are fantastic. Then moving over here, I have my full collection of minifigure collections. I've got a full collection of the Series 25 minifigures there. Plus I've got a load of barbarians, which I want a barbarian army, a couple of goat herders and vampire knights. A near complete collection of the Simpsons Series 1. I'm missing one or two from it, so that's a bit unfortunate. Then in the back, I've got a full complete collection of the Marvel Series 2 minifigures. Tales of the Space Age in the back there. So that looks pretty good. I quite like that. I say Concorde just looks just awesome. It really is just stunning. Absolutely awesome set. Really, really beautiful. And moving up top, I've got my UCS X-Wing. It looks fine up there, so that's good. It just about fits. It is sort of dangling off a little bit, but it's not going to fall off. It's pretty sturdy. Then we have my Hogwarts icons. Again, a very beautiful set. Really cool. And then the lighthouse, which that is excellent. Really great set, really lovely. Occasionally I do power it up and turn it on, but I don't do it very often. But yeah, that looks quite cool. Then moving over to my Harry Potter shelf, this is all my Hogwarts sets. I don't have anywhere to put it. I did a video where I assembled it all, but at the moment there's nowhere for me to put it. It takes up too much space. So it does sit up on this shelf, which I quite like. It really does work quite well as a kind of silhouette. I think that's good. So I've got all the sort of various Harry Potter minifigures here. You've got loads of them. I really do like this shelf. It's quite nice sitting at my desk looking up at it. I think it's quite effective laid out like this. Not perfect, but it's the best I can do with the space that I have. And now we move on to my Lego City. And this is very much my pride of joy. I'm so thrilled with what I've got here. So I go through the sets. Over here I've got the Ninjago City Markets, the Family Reunion. Then moving around, I do have the Jazz Club and the Bookshop. I think that looks really well there. I've got all my Speed Champions cars. I know they're quite large and don't really go to scale, but it kind of works for me. That's how I like it. I like displaying them on the road. It looks good. I've got so many road plates here. I don't know how many boxes I've gone through, but plenty of boxes for sure. I've got my Ecto one down there. And then I've got the Sanctum Sanctorum, Assembly Square, and of course I have my Batmobile coming down the street. I think that works really well. But the star is the Avengers Tower. I mean, wow, it looks absolutely stunning. It really does fit incredibly well, far better than I expected. It does tower over the entire Lego City, but I think it works really well. And it blends in really nicely. I've got a lone police car sitting alongside there. Then we have the police station and then the haunted house. Also over here I have my Millennium Falcon. So coming down here I've got like a garden, like a greenery sort of section. I didn't know what to put there, but I think that looks good. A nice bit of detail there, looks nice and clean. I like that. I like a nice little bit of green space in my Lego City with all the lamps. And over here I've got a few extra sets. They're not modulars, but they're semi-modulars, and they do kind of work. I've got my grim old place and the original Sanctum, not the original Sanctum Sanctorum Spider-Man set. I think that came out 7 or 8 years ago now, so it sort of works. And then I do have a little Lego shop which looks quite cool. So ultimately in this space here I will be putting in the Natural History Museum and the Boutique Hotel. I do have both of those sets, but I haven't got round to building them. As much as I do enjoy building modular sets, I do have to be in the mood for it for some reason, but that's where they all go. They all sit in there. So I think that kind of works. I'm quite happy with the layout. I've been going backwards and forwards over the past few months, changing it all the time. But I'm quite set on this. I think once I get the other 2 modulars built, I may have another move around. But at the moment, it really does work quite well, I feel. And I'm so thrilled with it. It looks just awesome. And I do have to say, I love this Ferrari Speed Champions car. It looks just excellent, especially from the back. Really, really stunning. Yeah, I think it looks really good. The Lego Ninjago City Markets, very cool set. Absolutely beautiful, fascinating build. Really good fun building that, and it looks really good. But as I get more modulars over the years, that will probably move off. I don't know, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I think it looks great. I'm very, happy with it. It's something I've always wanted. I've just never had the space until now. And this is very much my interpretation. It's not perfect by any means, but it works for me. And it is a work in progress. So that's my Lego room as it is at the moment. There's certainly room to improve. I'm certainly going to be replacing a lot of things. All the shelves behind me I eventually want to replace with Cadillacs. I do have one Cadillacs unit at the moment, but they're quite expensive to buy. And I do like to buy them on Facebook Marketplace second hand if I can, try and get them as cheap as possible. I do think that will help increase my storage using Cadillacs. So all these bookshelves behind me, they will all be going, and I will be replacing them over with Cadillacs, but that will take time. There's no rush to do that. In the meantime, I might be putting up some more shelves, or I may rotate some of the collections that are on my shelving at the moment, and just move things about. So I've got the Cadillacs downstairs, as I say, that in time will be all replaced. But that's something for the future. Hopefully in a couple of years' time, we are looking to move house again. So I do have grand plans for a huge Lego room, but that's very much in the distant future. But for the moment, I'm very pleased with what I've got. I love my Lego room as it is. I love sitting in here, and it has been an interesting journey to see how it's grown over the past year or so. So that's it. So that is my Lego room at the moment. So let me know in the comments what you think of my Lego room. Do you think it's pretty good? Can I please ask you to leave a like? And if you enjoyed today's video, I'd be very grateful if you consider subscribing today. And look forward to seeing you on my next video. Thanks very much for watching today.